Hey everyone, it's Kristen Norris here from Shape Your World Coaching. I hope you're having an amazing week so far. A very happy Tuesday. And it's time for the inaugural video for a new weekly series I am so excited to share with all of you called Hot Tip Tuesday. My opportunity to share with you even more insights, practical solutions, and tangible, easy to follow action steps that you can implement into your life and your world whenever you would like, in your business and spiritual path, relationships, and more. So today I am very honored once again to start this video series with all of you and to share with you a top hot tip that I have, and it's something that has helped me so much in my life, and I know has been a help for so many others, my clients, people I work with in groups, and so on throughout the years. And it's when we come across a situation or a repeating pattern in our life. See, one of the ways that the universe speaks to us is literally, and it's also how our spirit guides and our inner spirit, our inner self, you might call it your conscience, you might call it your internal guidance system, your inner GPS, whatever you call it. There is a way all of these bits speak to us to make sure that we're keeping on track, that we're going in the direction we need to go, and that each of you are moving positively and in a forward motion towards your dreams, towards your goals, and your spirit and soul mission as well. Whatever it is that you are here to do on this planet, whatever your gifts are and your specific soul mission is, we all have one. We all have one, and there's something that each of us is meant to do in this world to make a difference. Whatever the scale, whether we're talking on an international level, in your local community, in your family, in your own life, etc. So, what does all of this mean, and how can it help you to really be able to achieve your goals? Well, there's something called alignment. And there's also something called forward projection. Now, the way this universe works and each of us in it is that whatever is going on for us in an internal level, so within any issues we're not dealing with, any repeating patterns that it's time for us to finally get to grips with, if we haven't done that yet, the way the world works and the universe works is that we will continue to be confronted with external reminders of these things again and again and again until it finally sinks in, until we are equipped and feel confident and able to take it on and to deal with it. So if you find yourself in a situation or you find yourself continuing to come across things and you feel like, why is this coming up again? What is going on? One way you can really be able to identify if it's something that is coincidence, for instance, or if it's really something for you to pay attention to. So if it's really something that, for instance, your own spiritual guides may be trying to get your attention with, that your inner soul, your inner spirit may be trying to get your attention with, is to ask yourself, how do you feel whenever this repeating pattern comes up? I'll give you a practical example from my own life. So part of what I have realized in this business journey for me is that there have been many reflections for me with whatever is going on in an internal level personally. So energy that needs to be healed, past life trauma, this life trauma. I am a reflection of my business. My business is me. So whenever there's something that has been coming up and has been ready for me to look at and to really be able to heal on a soul core level, whether it's through the Akashic Records or any other method. I continue, and this is just how it's always worked. And actually, if I trace it back, it's how it's worked for me since I was a really little girl. And I'm sure that when I share this example, you will begin to be able to reflect on your own life and see examples for you where this has happened. So, what has happened for me is that whenever there are things that continue to come up, such as what was the most? Let me think. Just this past couple weeks, I've had, I think, maybe three or four instances where I've received comments directly from other people, or I've seen something online, or this is another thing that has happened. I've had a repeating thought that keeps coming up again and again. And it's to do with my business, it's to do with my business strategy, and it's to do with how I show up and how I really put myself out to be a help for all of you. Because that's a part of my soul mission and my soul path also. I'm an intuitive transformational healer and rapid ascension coach. Part of what I do and I help people with is deep soul core level healing. At the same time, I'm also here to help you to see how all of these incredible things can be a help for you in your everyday world. So whether it's something like a goal you have with your business, whether you like your relationships with loved ones to be happier and healthier, whether you would like to work on something for yourself, maybe your confidence, maybe bringing in more self-love, whatever it is. So I have had in the past couple of weeks, and it's really funny how it's worked out, but literally there was someone who wanted to have a call with me, a woman who I first met around 2 years ago, we figured out at a business networking event. And we've stayed in touch via Facebook, not really great friends, but acquaintances for sure. And she said something that I think may have been the fourth time that I had heard that particular message in differing ways over the past 2 weeks. And she said something that was a continuing reflection of that. And it's when it happens 3 or 4 times that I personally have learned to be able to recognize, okay, this is more than a coincidence. This is the universe, source, my spiritual guide team, my inner self, my inner soul trying to speak to me, saying, Krista, pay attention, lady. This is something for you to recognize, to see what you can do about it in terms of tangible, practical solutions, and how you can incorporate what this is providing you with an opportunity to heal within yourself, if there is anything. Sometimes it's me just needing to, take positive forward action steps. Sometimes it's a combination of that plus deep energy healing. So for you, whenever you come across a situation or a time in your life, a time in your world where you keep hearing the same messages again and again, it might be something you read online, it might be a conversation other people are having, and you think, oh my gosh, this is coming up again. There can be a lot of different ways that our inner selves, the spiritual realm, and the universe choose to speak to us. And they may do it in a variety of ways also to make sure that you pay attention and that you get the message, and you get the message accurately. So I encourage you on this Hot Tip Tuesday to begin to think about, for your life, your world, your business, your goals, your dreams, what are some of the repeating patterns that you have been receiving? What are some of the messages that keep coming up again and again? And also, this is an add-on for all of you. What does all of this remind you of? Have you been here previously in your life? Is this an issue that keeps coming up for you, and maybe you first noticed it or experienced something when you were younger? Maybe it's something that relates to a past life situation you were in. Whatever it is, I encourage you to look at these things, to begin to ask yourself those questions and join the dots together. and really allow yourself to see the repeating pattern and what that pattern is trying to tell you, what it is trying to help you with, so that you can move forward in a positive, incredible way with strength, freedom, and to know you are supported every single step, every single day. All right, I'm sending you so much love, everyone. I hope this is a help. If you ever have any questions, please do not hesitate to get in touch. I am here for you, and it is my honor. And again, it's part of my soul mission to be able to help you. All right, I'm sending you so much love. Mwah! Bye, everybody.